of Assembly this week. Security breach. Ogun Assembly invites NURTW Executive, Minister of Transportation officials. Ogun Assembly passes resolution addressing lingering crisis among truck owners, drivers. Proposed gas station. Ogun Assembly seeks inclusion of community to monitor compliance of safety guidelines. This and many more would come to your viewing pleasure in the course of the program.
Mr. Speaker!
Speaking on the matter of urgent public importance, Minority Leader of the House, Honorable Lukman Adeleye, speaks on the issue of attempted breach of public peace by members of the transport unions, especially in Ogun East Senatorial District. Responding, Right Honorable Oludaisi Elemide noted that the Assembly had the responsibility to promote peace and security in all parts of the state, hence the need to intervene to restore peace. He however implored the state executive of the union to appear before the Assembly on Tuesday, 22nd of October 2024.
Mr. Speaker, a few days ago, the entire social media space was awash with various videos of threats and counter threats, specifically on the activities of the transport union in Ijebu Axis. Mr. Speaker, all these unions are creation of our law, even though some of them have a national semblance or outlook, yet they wouldn't have been able to carry out any activity in our dear state without the concurrence of this House. Mr. Speaker, I'm rising this afternoon to urge this Honorable House to quickly nip this in bud before it becomes something that will lead to breakdown of law and order. The activities of the National Union of Road Transport, one we call national, should be revisited again. Their leadership should be invited. As a matter of fact, we need to interrogate them, investigate all these threats and counter threats here and there.
As a result of this House is inviting the leaders of National Union of Road Transport Workers, I mean their state executives and the officers in the Ministry of Transportation, to appear before us on Tuesday, 20th of October at 2 o'clock. I so order.
Speaker, in response to the report of a lawmaker representing Ikpokia Idiroko State constituency, Honorable Adebisi Oyedele, who spoke under personal explanation on the need to step up the security network across the state, citing the gruesome killing of the late councillorship candidate around Okelewa, Abeokuta, called on security agencies to further strengthen networks towards stemming the spate of cult killings in some parts of the state, just as he counseled parents and guardians to monitor their words to avoid acts inimical to peaceful conduct and coexistence in this society.
Mr. Speaker, I rise this afternoon with concern in my mind and with deep sense of sorry for our dear kids, our dear state. Mr. Speaker, just 3 days ago, around 12 o'clock, the news broke out in Ogun State that the councillorship candidate was slaughtered in Okelewa Axis in broad daylight. Mr. Speaker, it is worrisome, it is baffling what the state is turning to in terms of the activities of cultists. Mr. Speaker, I want to plead with you to use your good office to ensure that we speak up to the executive, because needed action must be taken if we do not want the state to finally turn to banana republic.
We are appealing to our various security agencies to be up and doing, to roll up their sleeves and continue to tackle that. We will commend them because relatively Ogun State is still peaceful. But dear Mokumeoto, we want them to please lift up the security of Ogun State. So I am imploring them, our youth, to please desist from all these acts.
Also speaking under personal explanation, member representing Iwekoro State constituency, Honorable Yusuf Amosun appreciated Governor Dapo Abiodun, Olu and paramount ruler of Yewaland, Oba Kehinde Olugbenle, for the groundbreaking of Gateway Inland Dry Port in his constituency, while acknowledging the fact that it would boost economic activities of the area and by extension Ogun State.
Appreciate the executive governor, the person of this Dr. Dapo Abiodun NFR, the Honorable Minister for Marine and New Economy, Mr. Oyega Oyetola, the Commissioner for Transport, Ogun State Commissioner for Transport, Mr. Gbenga Dairu, and I want to appreciate the paramount ruler of Yewaland for his wonderful and detailed presentation. I am appreciating these people for the groundbreaking ceremony of the Gateway Inland Dry Port, which is being situated in my constituency. My constituency are very appreciative of the government because this will be the second time the governor will be visiting my constituency in the period of 6 weeks. And his visit is very, very crucial and commendable as it is positive to the development of my constituency.
Honorable Amosun, I want to congratulate you and your people on the recent beaming of the light of action into your constituency. Number one, the issue of Songo Abeokuta Road, where we started the palliative and where the good news was broken in your constituency. I congratulate you, I congratulate your constituents, and I congratulate the people of Ogun State. This shows that your constituency is very paramount and key in the minds and heart of our amiable governor, Dr. Abiodun Emefiele. And at the same time, the issue of cargo dry port. A lot of people don't understand the concept of that dry port. The concept of the dry port is to decongest Apapa and Tinkan wharf, and at the same time to make clearer of imported goods, to make it very nearer to the people and very, very easy. So if you are a businessman in Ogun State, when that port is completed, you don't need to go to Tinkan, you don't need to go to Apapa or anywhere in Lagos State. All you just need to come straight to the dry port in the Ewekoro, where we have rail, we have road that is Papananto to Shagamu interchange that will lead people straight to eastern part of this country, and at the same time to link the express where you can go through Ibadan to the northern part of Nigeria. It is a strategic location. And I want to say this, that this has been in plan for a long time, because I was involved to some extent then. But it is this governor that is making it happen. So we have to give it to him. The idea of a dry port for the state started as far back as year 2001, during the time of Baboshoba. But no governor started it except our own governor. So we give it to him and we congratulate the people of Ogun Central.
The Assembly has passed a resolution resolving pending issues arising from the composition of the State Unified Trailers, Trucks Owners and Drivers Association. The passage of the resolution followed the presentation of the committee report on transportation by Honorable Oluseun Adesoya, who stood in for the chairman Wasiu Ayodele, after which he later moved for its adoption, seconded by Honorable Babatunde Tella and supported by the whole House through a voice vote. The report indicated that the Assembly meeting with the various representatives of the Trailers, Truck Drivers and Owners Association in respect of a dispute arising from the composition of the Ogun State Unified Trailers, Trucks Owners and Drivers Association with a view to resolving the lingering leadership tussle amicably. The committee resolved that there should be a new state executive that will be jointly put together by all the unions involved, and therefore recommended that the various unions should come together and amicably nominate and harmonize state executives to form the umbrella body and revert back to the House accordingly.
Ogun State House of Assembly Committee on Environment in the week under review has resolved the lingering issues relating to the safety of lives and properties arising from the installation of the proposed 10 MT underground liquefied petroleum gas LPG refilling plant within OPIC released acquisition at Mubarak community along Alagbole Akute Road, Akute Ifo local government area of the state by Ecogas Company. The committee members, led by Honorable Samsindin Lawal, who presided over the tripartite meeting between the community leaders, led by the Community Development Association chairman, Chief Abiodun Adeniyi, and the chairman of the LPG company, Chief Shino Luwoye, confirmed that given all necessary documents presented by the chairman, the company had fulfilled all necessary steps required to promote safety and safeguard the lives and property of residents of the community. Honorable Lawal, in company of his co-lawmakers, including Honorables Damilola Shoneye, Adegoke Adeyanju, Adebisi Oyedele, and the minority leader Lukman Adeleye, assured that all the relevant documents presented by the company would be verified by the relevant government agencies that issued them. The lawmakers equally commended the company for according priority to safety of lives and property of the host community, urging it to go further by ensuring the properties around its underground tank. Earlier in his presentation, the chairman of the Community Development Association, Chief Adeniyi, said the community was not against the establishment of the company, but was also concerned about the safety of residents and structures around the company, commending the management of the company for its willingness to follow due process. Responding to the company's chairman, Chief Shino Luwoye, said all safety procedures and processes were being strictly followed by the company to prevent any form of danger, saying that the company had approval for all its installation activities. The chairman, House Committee on Environment, Honorable Samsidin Lawal, counselled the management of the proposed Petrocam Trading Company, led by Dr. Patrick Ilo, on the need to tackle people's welfare, a priority, not forgetting the company's corporate social responsibility to the immediate community.
This is just like a lesson to members of our assembly that we can learn from things that we don't know. On Monday, I could see the difference. That is the first time I hear gas leak detector. As a layman, we also know what they mean. They have to bring it to the down street and understand more better. And I believe by doing that, it takes a lot of things away. It brings a lot of things away. My father, because I call them fathers, I believe by the time Petra will be here, I'm ready. Because I have a father here sitting down in front of me. He's my leader and he's my father. The moment they brought this letter, I said, that's what I said. But I got experience on Monday that most of the information you brought today is just like exactly what you are talking about on Monday. Because you see, my other colleagues, they are telling the site engineer about the measurement. Because when the man says it's 10 inches, we are telling the standard is 18. And why the ML is saying this is because the other parties that came on Monday, we told them that we are going to do an oversight. We are going there on Monday to see whatever they are doing. So that we are working for the people of Ogun State. We are part of Ogun State. They are also part of Ogun State. And we want safety, everybody. Because if the community is a part of tiers of government, the opportunity by telling all this, because we don't know what is happening, and they give us an idea of what is happening. It is for we to bring the ideas together so that both the communities and your companies is going to be in a good shape. Because the other company will tell them about localizing local content. If you want to do a project in a particular place, the local content has to be the first thing that is going to happen between both parties. You want to sell your own market, they are living there, and you are going to work together as one. And I believe with this opportunity we have by sitting down here as the first part and second part, just believe you are going to be part of whatever you want to do. From the beginning to the end. Because we'll be coming there as an oversight to see what we are doing. So that let's follow the normal standard. And by the grace of God, by the time the project will start, I believe everybody will be smiling.
Other lawmakers who spoke at the meeting, including Assembly Minority Leader Honorable Lukman Adeleye, Honorables Adebisi Oyedele, and Honorable Waliu, enjoined the company to give a step further to ensure the properties around the company and make sure the process of installation of its underground tank followed necessary safety guidelines.
I should be on the other side. I represent them, and if it's one of the very cosmopolitan part of my constituency. I represent the Bodo State constituency, and I do know fully the configuration of that area. So I want to appreciate these ones for representing us, for crying out loud. This is not the first time the local government will be hosting gas farm. As a matter of fact, as we speak, I think we are the host of the biggest gas station, LPG gas station in the entire Ijebu, along the Kiowa
if you are going to Ikoto, and then we have been peacefully coexisting. Despite the fact that as at the time that station was sited, there wasn't any property around. And then today, development has taken place.
In his remarks, the representative of the host community thanked the assembly for being responsive and proactive in its intervention, promising to work together with the company to ensure that all safety precautions were strictly adhered to.
Yeah, that will bring development to the place, but not gas plant. We don't want gas plant. But why I'm not too worried is that our representative is a member of this committee, and therefore he will do the needful to ensure that the lives of our people are safe.
Responding to the company's representative, Dr. Ilo lauded the lawmakers for bringing the stakeholders together for the parley, pledging that the company would consistently engage the management of the gas company to ensure that all stakeholders were carried along in the construction and installation of all safety measures being put in place by the company.
If you are not doing a plant, it's a skill. And I've said this severally, sir. There are differences between a skid and a plant. Anything that will bring problems to the community will not be. Let me just tell you, sir. People saying they don't want LPG in your community, please embrace it.
They, however, enjoined the host community to continue to live in peace for the development of the state.